So you want to be a filmmaker, part three. He's a dedicated follower of fashion. Right. So this is my work uniform. Something I've created myself, of course. I branded my own company, as I talked about. I'm very lucky in that I have a degree of skill in graphic design. So I was able to do my own logo and branding myself, which means I could then, apply this to t-shirts and business cards and everything, which I've done. So I have, various things with this on, including my website. Early on in the process, you're probably not going to have branded wear or uniform, and it's important to mention that not everybody does this. I see people on site who dress smart. I see people who don't dress smart. I mean, I'll be honest, in my early jobs, I would wear a button-up shirt, but if it was hot, I'd wear shorts. I'd always wear trainers because you're going to be on your feet all day. Different strokes for different folks, but I've seen people walk around doing my job in a full suit and like smart brogues. Good for them, but you're going to be moving around a site possibly for 12, 14 hours of a day, and you need to be comfortable, and it needs to be practical as well. So here's my approach. After a few jobs of being on my own and dressing as I liked, I decided to get some branded wear. Couple of reasons. Firstly, it really does instill confidence in your client when you turn up wearing branded wear, right? You just look better. You look like you've got it together. You can also kind of look like you're part of something larger, which may be deceptive, but there you go. So that's kind of number one, instill confidence in the client. Number two is just the practical side of it. I mean, because this is just a kind of cotton t-shirt, jolly good. It's got all my branding on it. I'm wearing these kind of combat trousers, so I've got loads of extra pockets, and you're going to need extra pockets. And I'm wearing trainers, normally sort of black trainers. I don't know if you can see those. I'm on the wide lens, but I'm wearing black trainers as well. Black is quite a sort of colour associated with techies. People sort of think you have a techie job when you dress like this, which kind of works. The third thing, and this is a phrase that's going to make me sort of a little bit, is brand awareness. You have to logo here, web address on the back. Web address needs work. It needs to be a bit bolder. That was a mistake I made early on, but I've got these t-shirts now. People will see you on site doing what you do, and if they don't have time to talk to you, they might note down your web address. I've had people come up and ask to take a photo of the web address. People come up and ask for business cards because they see me dressed like this, doing my thing, right? So, when you're particularly at trade shows, that's great because you're on site and someone's like, oh, I need a video guy. There's one. He's got his name on his back. And if you're doing some kind of fancy stuff, they're going to come speak to you. So let's just have a quick look at what I've got here because I have multiple versions. So... cotton t-shirt, like I said, it's branded with my brand. You could go to Vistaprint, you could go to I can't remember some of the other companies, but there's loads of companies that just do one-offs. I have a local company called Pendred Printing in Cambridge who do mine for me. I thought it would cost about the same. Support a local business. I get those guys to do it, and they know who I am. So t-shirt, buy t-shirt. These are from Primark, black combats. Not very fashionable, but they got a thing in the knee. They're kind of hard wearing, but they're comfortable. What I find is I just stick random batteries in the side. Your battery runs out when I'm running and gunning, you just shove it in the side pocket. Jolly good. Sometimes I wear black jeans, depending on the job. I do think that just having this look to you, like I say, I want it to look sort of techie. Some people go for style. Some people don't wear anything kind of work like at all. I want to look like a kind of techie person that you can come up to and ask. I just think that image instills confidence. The other thing is my utility belt. So this is kind of a half and half really. So the belt itself is like a photography belt. And they're about £20. You can buy them photography shops, Amazon. They've got these kind of loops for hanging these bags off. Now I found that just hanging these bags off wasn't good enough. I've done the loop there, but what I've actually done is taken these two lens pouches, I stitched them together, and then I stitched them to the belt. This is the most game-changingly useful thing I found for doing expos and stuff in terms of running and gunning. Basically, what I have, 50mm lens in here, got my 300mm telephoto in there, and then I'll have my kit lens on the camera. I don't normally have the vanity strap on, by the way, it's just on at the moment. I wouldn't have that on a job. This comes with this kind of mount here, so you've got a tripod through with the ball, and look, chuck that on there, hands free. So normally I'd put a small mirrorless camera on here, and I'd have my big camera in my hand, maybe on legs, and sometimes something will be happening. I'll set up the legs, I'll press go, take out my mirrorless, and then just get some kind of floating shots, handheld, with the inbuilt stabilizer on. So that goes on there, very useful. I'm put a focus puller here as well, so that's a focus puller for my lens in case I need that. A couple of lens cloths, very important. These are just little microfibers, pop out like that, give your lens a wipe, off you go. I could tuck that back in later. Lovely. So you've got this great sort of fully functioned outfit and gear for running around. It makes you look good. It makes you look like someone people can trust. It has your brand on it, so you can kind of spread brand awareness. Very useful. Also, the other thing about this is that I do sometimes crew jobs. So two things. If I'm busy, I'll hire a freelancer and send them out in my stead. So if I'm off in one place and I need another guy, I will pay them for the day. I usually take a 10% commission off the fee, and then they do the rest, and you know, whatever, that's the money side. If you're sending someone out, put them in your fucking t-shirt. That's what you bought them for. So, you know, your person, your guy or girl that's out running around doing your business, they've got, that sounded like having a poo, they've got your brand on them. Now, one thing I learned the hard way is that you've got to be careful who you put your fucking name on, because you can't just be putting your name and your logo on anyone. And one person who, you know, struggled on a job was walking around wearing my branding, which isn't the best. So just make sure you trust that person, whoever they are. So if you're sending someone off remotely, they can do that. Other times I've crewed a job, so I've had other people working under me. I've hired freelancers in because we had to work as a team. Everybody wears the t-shirts, everybody wears black trousers, everybody wears black shoes, and you're a coordinated team. People see that on site, and it looks shit hot, and you look coordinated. You're walking around in your gear. You're in charge of a team. Now, here is my. I'm slightly afraid to admit this, but here is my top tip for looking good on site. Okay, you ready? Very important we get this right. So this is a bungee with carabiner clips. This is my videography bungee. Okay, I'll tell you what the videography bungee does. It does absolutely nothing, right? It just looks good. And I'm not joking. It started out as like the videography bungee. When I was with a crew of people in my gear, I put it on for a laugh, right? And I noticed that when you wear the videography bungee, nobody knows I'm Richard Jackson, but they see a group of you and they see the videography bungee and they go, "Excuse me, you Richard Jackson, you in charge?" It does nothing. Sometimes you can bundle up some light stands with it or something. But yeah, the videography bungee was one of the most important revelations I hit upon when on site, particularly when with a crew of people. So look, man, get yourself a videography jump. But I'm not dicking around either. That is absolutely a thing I do, and it fucking works. It's brilliant. So going back to the belt real quick, the other thing about this, which is useful, again, as a kind of one-man band run and gun situation, sometimes I'll not just be running around recording kind of random B-roll and stuff, but I'll be expected to tip up and do some interviews as well. This is a great sound belt. So if you wear your sound receiver, you got your transmitter and your lav mic on the talent, you're wearing the receiver. Battery pack there. Sound recorder has a tripod thread, so it can hang off your camera thing here. You're all looped up. Headphones in your ears, sound on the talent. Wallop, you've got a sound belt as well. You know, you could be there with the boom, you have your camera set up. You just got everything going on. You've got everything you need to do the job well, instill confidence in your client, and look professional. So there you go. Printed t-shirts, you're looking at about 12, 14 quid a pop. There are some kind of tax rules related to uniform, which I haven't properly looked into. I'm not sure that I can avail of them. But I have about 4 or 5 t-shirts in different sizes that I can put, you know, a nice range of sizes so I could put them on people that come work for me. The trousers from Primark are like 10 or 12 quid. Got a few of those kicking about, and if normally if I'm hiring someone in, I'll usually get them to bring their own trousers, but if I've got a pair that will fit them, you know, you can do that as well. And that's it. Big part of the thing, man. It's like being on site looking like this, looking professional, and getting people to know about your brand. So there you go. we're getting into the sort of boring topics now, aren't we? I'm talking about branding and sort of gross corporate shit, but it's the name of the game, isn't it? Also, sorry, this video looks dreadful, doesn't it? A man telling you how to be a filmmaker in a video that looks dreadful.
Please don't tell anyone how I live.
It's not the one, but I pulled everything apart. I just recorded the kit video, so everything's all in pieces, and I was like, you know what, get the wide angle on and let's talk about uniform. So there you go. Any questions, of course, as ever, chuck them down below, and hopefully do a live stream soon. We'll do a live stream for this series, so you can ask me about filmmaking stuff. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.